I think that's the first time I've managed to avoid making the tweedly tweedly dee sound as it does that transition. Still can't quite get used to this fancy pants technology. Hello. There's actually people there watching. What a shock. Why aren't you in your beds? Go to bed. You can watch this anytime. It's not that important. Um, so yeah, today has been a pretty good day. We literally opened the page to sort of start our fundraiser. Bearing in mind it's the 27th that we're planning on doing this, Saturday the 27th. We sort of thought it'd be nice and throw in, a couple £100 seemed reasonable. Boom, a couple £100 reached. So better make it a bit bigger. So it's nearly at 300 already, which is very impressive. And thank you to everyone who has done that and thrown in there. But I just thought it might be nice to show you a little bit of what it is I'm going to be doing that day. So to sort of start off nice, yeah, let's start off nice. We have a few little pictures. Now, they're not in any particular order, which probably doesn't help because I really maybe should have put them in some sort of order to help people. But hopefully what you are seeing on your screens now is a little montage of some of the elements and the main part of the base that we're going to be working on. So the kit itself, the prime part of the kit will form this multi-roomed base, and it's quite large. It's about 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters, and it all comes as a flat packed MDF kit. The whole thing was originally conceived of by a guy, Gary, with figure bits, but since then Crooked Dice and War Bases have kind of taken on most of his designs themselves and are doing them. This was a city that the original figure bits had done. It's just sort of popped up there and then vanished again in the same space of time. But just to sort of show you the level of complexity of the sort of things that this guy has done. Now, as well as the secret base itself, there's going to be the prison cell block expansion as well, and that's another little sort of multi-roomed bit, but it's a cell block, okay. And there's an armory. So on the main, there's the cell block appearing for you now. So it's 4 cells, bit of floor, couple of walls. Now each of those walls, bear in mind that everything here, the columns, the walls, everything you're looking at, everything's flat. So like a wall is like 6 pieces to put together. A bigger wall could have more, smaller wall could have 50 bits, doorways have lots of bits. And then all these sort of computer terminals and things that you see, some of them are smaller MDF kits, and some of them are little resin pieces, like the lockers there and the bunk beds are resin things. So okay, I don't really have to build them. I can kind of set them in just to show it off at the end. There's a little bit of assembly in some of them. But all the computer terminals and things like that, pipe work. So we have a whole mixture of bits and pieces to kind of go together and try to just set it off. I can't paint it in the same time. That would just be ridiculous. Building it inside of 12 hours, I think is going to be a challenge enough. Now this isn't like torturous. I am allowed to like take toilet breaks and stuff and eat a sandwich through PVA covered hands. But yeah, so that gives you an idea of what the finished-ish thing is loosely going to look like. However, it will start life like this big box, because that's exactly how it came, in this big box, which my fancy pants backdrop is interfering with. Tell you what, let's kill the fancy pants backdrop, because I don't think it's going to help when we're playing with this box. So we'll kill that. There we go. Just like that. Yay, didn't even have to do a mad transition thing. It all done it itself. So, box, quite heavy. And this should be filled with MDF kit. I haven't opened it yet. Now, I'm going to open it just for the sake of you lovely people getting a butcher's what's in store. But I am not going to prep anything. I'm not going to try and figure out how anything goes together, separate out. I'm literally going to open it. I'm going to show you what's inside the box. I'm going to put the box away until the sardine question. Exciting. Should have maybe left the little pictures up for you to look at. I'm doing this, but you know, you get the general idea. So I'm sort of thinking, I don't need to worry about keeping this box. I can put it in probably some sort of storage box or something that'll be more sensible for the day in question so that I can access it. I'm also going to have to think about space. Just realised, oh, the smell of burnt MDF. I'm going to have to think about space because I need to be able to talk to you lovely people, but you need to actually physically see what I'm doing. And where I currently work, like a tiny bit of space. And this is 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters. So I'm gonna have to think about that. A bit of logistics planning, because I bought my crate of coconut already. You know, the important stuff. So, as a little bit of an added thank you as well, what Crooked Dice, Carl, has done is he's decided to chuck in a box set of 7 TV. I'll get that in a minute actually. But he's decided to chuck in a box set of 7 TV, which will kind of be raffled off. Essentially, if you're donating to the fundraiser, and on the main Wee Gamers page, there's a post about the fundraiser on my own profile page. There's a post to the fundraiser, there's a profile page for the fundraiser via Aware NI. So basically, if you've donated that, your name's in the hat to try and win a box set, just as an added little thank you to everyone. On the day in question, we will do a little bit of a giveaway ourselves as well. Basically, the comments, which should be over there. If you comment, you can practice now if you like. We will also throw your name into the hat to win some minis, some Crooked Dice minis. And that'll be nice. And we might do a couple of other little things along the way too. I don't know if anyone else is going to be chipping in stuff for us to give away. I'm being slightly terrified by what's coming out of this box. Okay, can't get the camera down on the table tonight because this was kind of an unscheduled vid. Lots of bubble wrap. But I'm slightly scared by the amount of small stuff coming out of this box that I was not expecting to be in here. Shakers, this, I can't actually, it's that heavy. Right, okay. Oh, the smell in that box. Smell. You can't. Okay, so the thing I was panicking about was all of these. These are more computer terminals. Don't know if the light's possibly a little bit glary for you at the minute. These are tiny MDF computer terminals. Now I know in the pictures we showed you that there was computer terminals. Carl had sent me a couple of bits, and I thought that was where we're at. A few little bits for dressage to sort of show it off, and a little bit of a challenge building some small stuff. However, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm hitting buttons. Don't think any of them were important. 5, 6. Excuse me while I go down on the floor. Very professional. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tiny, detailed, fiddly, multi-part. There's like 3 sheets per baggie computers. So there's 10 of these, including the ones that Carl sent, which is probably about 15. Okay. Thanks. think I might have to thank War Bases. I think they're the ones doing the cutting and printing on this, and it may be them that I owe and a special thank to for that added level of detail. 12 hours. I've got 12 hours to do this. So the kit itself then, the secret base, this has 4 2.5 sheets of laser cut MDF stuff to press out and build. These are all wall sections by the looks of things. T-junctions and wall sections. So those little walls that you see in the picture, where they're like cubes and little rectangles, these build up to those. And there's some, I think there's some base tiles there possibly too. Yeah, there's like the tops of the columns. Okay. If the I don't know, I could probably switch to the pictures just to try and remind you of what we're actually looking at here. So if I jump over quickly onto the pictures gallery, and I've kind of lost track because I'm looking at like 3 different screens. I'm not sure which one's real life, but basically when you look at the top down of those walls, which will now be a couple of minutes until they're back on the screen. That's the computer terminals. So those little baggies build up to be those sorts of things. So 10 of those to try and work our way through. Fun. That's the city. That's the old city that Figurebits built before. Which is fantastic. I really have to do something with that too. Could put the secret base under the city. That would be a fairly awesome little table project for another time, not for this weekend in question. But just want to get one of these pics up here where we can show you. Anytime you like. That's a door. We haven't found a door yet. They're probably buried in the middle of this somewhere. Come on, picture gallery. Go a little faster. Right, okay, so you see those columns between the prison wall cells, and they've got the little sort of squares on top of them. Okay, so if I jump back to real life, so those little wall sections that you were looking at there, the corners, they're built out of them. Okay, so that's the size of one of those at the tops, and then these bits will all somehow come together to be the sides of those. What have I let myself in for? The base is there, built in various sections too. Bit like the pictures of the city. The city was built on a wooden base, so these all come with this too. And then there's this mammoth one. This is huge. That's really quite big. That's like, I don't know. I can't. There's that tightly sandwiched together. There's like, I think there's about 15 sheets of various thickness there. 15 sheets, maybe this was a bad idea. But that's doorways and well, there's one there. You can see the doorways there, and they're actually numbered. I just thought somebody had hand painted those on. So the base has little doorway numbers. Not sure what the big round things are. I don't know what the round things are. I want to find out now, but I'm not supposed to open this until the time in question. Not sure what that's for. Ooh, don't tell me. Don't ruin the surprise. Maybe they're not needed. They look like they were for like figure bases or something, but there's none in there. So maybe they just don't waste the wood. Maybe when they've got spare space, they plan bases. War bases would make sense, wouldn't it? To do that. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. So yeah, what we're saying was that Carl has very kindly said he's going to throw in one of the 7 TV games. Now what that is, if I grab one of these boxes, which I did not prepare earlier. Okay, so basically what he's doing is if you donate to the project, if you donate to the fundraiser, as I say, it's on the Wii Gamers main page, my profile page and all the rest of it, he will throw in one of the 7 TV boxed games, okay? And if you're unfamiliar with that, they come in different flavours, different genres. There's the Apocalypse TV one, there's the Spy-Fi one, there's the Pulp one, etc., etc. The idea is that you get the cards, the character cards, the action cards, the gadget cards and things like that there, and the rule books and scenario books. So it's all the paperwork and tokens that you need to play 7TV. All you need to add to that is your miniatures. You might say to yourself, I have no interest in winning that whatsoever. Fine. It's a really nice present to give to somebody who might enjoy it. You know, if you want to know more about 7TV, Apocalypse TV, we've got a couple of videos back in the catalogue there that you can go through. We've done a couple of videos with Carl where we talk particularly about Apocalypse TV. But if you go over to Crooked Dice Design Studio, you can see a bit more about it. I mean, it's like £50-60 game, you know, so that's not to be sniffed at. And then on the day, we will do a little giveaway of some blisters. As I say, if you comment in the column, you know, good luck with it, doing well, you've glued that bit on wrong, upside down, I love you, have my babies, that kind of thing, whatever. Anyone that has commented at the point where I randomly decide, let's give some miniatures away, I will get one of my colleagues, hopefully be able to come online, pull all those names in on those spinny dial things, and do that spinny dial thing, and somebody will win some miniatures. I might do that a couple of times a day, it depends. None of you might want to be there, might be just sitting here on my own, which would work fine too, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's in need of raising awareness on depression, and that's one of the things that can happen. You end up spending a lot of time on your own. And it can be very hard, especially, and this isn't a guy thing, but it's especially common in guys not to talk about depression and mental health and the things that get them down. But one of the reasons we're doing this is that obviously we're Rugby Gamers in the Bunker Club. We talk to a lot of gamers. There's a lot of guys come to the club, the dwellers as we call them. And without giving any secrets away, it would be a lie to say that everyone who comes is filled with happiness and joy and the love of life. And quite often, through the course of playing a game, painting miniatures, whatever, conversations happen and you become aware that, you know, yeah, not everything is right in that person's world. And we're not specialists, none of us are. We've all been in a similar boat. It doesn't matter whether you're fortunate enough to have a mild depression or a serious one. Talking about it helps. The right people can help even more, which is one of the reasons we've wanted to do this fundraiser for raising money for Aware NI and the work that they do, especially amongst young men in Northern Ireland, where depression and regrettably the likes of suicide is particularly high and common. And it's not even nice talking about it now. But I think that's something it's kind of ingrained in an awful lot of us. You don't, you know, especially as blokes, you don't talk about these things. I know I've been there. I know I spent a period of time in the dark, and it wasn't a very pleasant experience. And it is the sort of thing that, yeah, it's very easy to fall back into that again. And I know certainly for me, I'm fortunate that I have a hobby that helps me balance that out, helps me work out some of those issues. And I know some of my friends, it's the same sort of thing for them. If over the course of the Saturday that we're doing this build, some of them feel like coming on and chatting about it while I'm doing the building, they might do. Certainly going to chat to Carl, but we're going to be chatting about the secret base itself, its uses, its application in Crooked Dice, the cheery stuff, okay, the happy news. And there might be a few other personalities will pop in over the course of the day, just for a wee yarn about the benefits of the hobby, the distractions it can offer, and the things like that. Because having things to refocus is good too. There's lots of things that can help when the black dog's about. And it's not a case that any one thing is the magic trick. It can be a combination of things, but one thing might work for one person, doesn't work for another person. We're obviously coming very much from the point of view of gamers and hobbyists, and where we have found a benefit. And that's as much as we can do. So rather than trying to offer some sort of sage advice about how to fight it or whatever, we thought let's do something to try and raise money for people who do fight it, who are professionals at dealing with this and who are there to help anyone who looks for it. And that's the hardest part, is looking for the help and learn to talk about it. So we just want to throw a light on it, take away another layer of the shame or stigma that tends to be attached to these things, and hopefully do something that's enlightening and entertaining and interesting as well, so that gamers in general can watch it. So it's not going to be a whole sort of very serious, very dramatic kind of day. We will try and keep the variation going on. I will try and modulate my tone through the day as well, so you're not listening to me being monotone. And if you happen to see me slipping down that slippery slope to, I think he's done too long at this, let's tell him to take a break. I will gladly listen to your advice and go and get an or cold can of Coke Zero from the fridge. Won't be product placement. It's the only one that I really tolerate, so that's the one I'm going to have. Oh, okay, there we go. Hey, let's bring back my virtual background again, because I'm not waving things at you anymore. Oh, I've forgotten which one. I think I've thrown it away. No, I haven't thrown it away. It's hiding way down there bottom. There you go, because that's the Crooked Dice secret base. There we go. So that's from 7TV. But that's it. I just wanted to give you a little kind of widdly woo. There's what I'm going to be working at. There's some of the stuff you can get as an added little bonus. Oh, big noises. For chipping in and supporting the cause. I've got all this to build and more. I'm going to need a bigger pot of PVA glue. I fancy than I've already got away. Maybe I should get some of that, like Gorilla Glue. Yeah, anyone got good advice on the right type of glue for MDF? Should I just use bog standard PVA? Should I get Gorilla Glue? Is there a magic glue that's going to dry really quickly and be helpful to this project? Let me know in the comments. And snacks. What snacks are the best ones to have for the day? Because I have not actually done a dedicated day like this. And I don't know how long. It's too long to think about. Very long time. When I was a lot younger and fitter and could live on junk food. And now if I eat junk food, it just becomes body mass. So try to have no more junk food. Though I have ate like 6 chocolate digestives. So that's my limit for the next 2 days. I'm having pizza tomorrow night. Is that junk food? I don't know. Pizza seems like an awfully messy thing to try and do, especially if I'm going to be using such a big portion of the table for building. So I'm thinking small things to eat, maybe pots of thing. Pot noodle? No, it's never serious enough to need to eat pot noodle. But there we go. That's the general gist of it, folks. If I was a more technological guru, I could probably throw up a link now to the fundraiser. The best I can say is, look, go and check out the Facebook page. Hit subscribe when you're here, because then you'll get notified when the video is going up and all that sort of thing, and we appreciate it. And nip over to the Facebook page. Facebook's Facebook. Give us a like if you can spare the time. And as I say, the donate post has been pinned at the top of the page, so you don't even have to go hunt. You just have to scroll down, first couple of posts, boom, there it is, donate, boom. Chuck in a quid, chuck in 50p, don't care. Share the post. If you don't have any money, don't care. It's not to name and shame people. Share the post, throw it out a few times, and let some others know about it. And let's see how high we can take this. Sky's the limit. I can raise the fundraising limit. I'm trying not to be greedy. I'd love to raise like, I don't know, £1,000, £2,000. Wouldn't that be awesome? I was happy with 200. Now we're nearly at 3. Well, if we hit 3, I'll raise it to 4. If we hit 4, I'll raise it to 5. We'll see how it goes. You guys are in charge of that side of things. But there we have it. Yeah, nothing more to say. Thank you. Thank you for watching now. Thank you if you've watched it later. It's appreciated. And stay tuned. I'm not going to pump the other stuff that we're doing videos on this week. That would be inappropriate. I've already asked you to subscribe, and that's probably enough. Let's do some end credits, shall we? Yeah, let's run with the end credits and let you good people get to your beds, because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning in real time now. Bye-bye.